Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to another session of Football Manager. Given that last time we played we saw a lot of, difficulties in winning matches, I'm happy to report that we're back to mid-table mediocrity for now. And let's have a look where this goes today. So our next match is against Karlstad Football. That will probably be a problem. I think we lost the last one against them. Where are they? Yeah. We played them early on in the season and we lost that game. So there's certainly some improvements to be made. Also, we got rid of half our players. Most of them on a permanent basis. Those that we didn't want to have around any longer. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Might include a few, let's say, questionable decisions. Okay, so this time it's an away game. So there's definitely a reason to play this defensively. And we might want to have a look at their tactics. They're playing a 4-3-3 with a DM and wide. Luckily for us, Jakob Eriksson will not be on the pitch. On the other hand, I'm not sure if that's really meaningful. Okay. So let's have a look at their manager too. That's this guy, Agim Hassani. Probably butchered that. He likes to play in the tiki-taka style. Yeah. I mean, that's not so different from our own style. If we play on a more possession-based tactic. But actually, it's quite similar. We could try to mirror that. Not sure about that yet. Okay. And it's probably a good idea training-wise to adapt to the opposition. We're not looking too good in terms of match fitness. So I will still go with match practice here. Alright. Well, the outfield and tactical is probably fine. Maybe go with overall here. I know it's hard, but they will manage. Most likely. On the other hand, does the opposition have some notable weaknesses? Scouting report doesn't seem to be in yet. So maybe we have a look at that later on. There's also one U19 contract that's expiring. So another few euros a week saved on a youth contract. Because honestly, that youth intake has really been poor. And I don't think any of them will make it. Especially not our model professional guy. Which is kind of sad, but what can you do? So they want Auberg too. Is this negotiable? No. So I'm just going to reject that. If somebody wants to negotiate, that's fine. If doesn't, come on. Why doesn't it work? Oh. If your numpad is off, it can't work. So that's on me. Okay. Negotiate that. Still quite happy with the finances of some of the previous deals. I'm really hyped for the cash flow that we achieved there. So what do? They pass the ball around, playing some sort of tiki-taka style. So we can't press them up too high on the pitch. Well, there's two possibilities. We might have press them up high in their half. Maybe if their central defenders are bad at passing, but it doesn't look like it. Well, he certainly is. So we might want to go and press him, but the other ones are looking good. Gotta be honest about that, they're way better than we are. The other thing would be we press them in our half and only press the players that are relevant to us, that might score against us. So something like the front five, maybe, no, probably not a defensive midfielder. Yeah, not enough data. They were under pressure for a lot of the last match. What was the last match against? Can't see that here. Schedule, there it is. Oh, we've got a cup competition here? That's new to me. Well, we might get some fans into the stadium after all. Yeah, the last match was against Tabby FK. Okay. Still, I think we will have a hard time with these. And the amount of positives is concerning. Tend to mark well, good tackling, good decision making, good natural fitness and concentration. There's a lack of technique in the squad and a lack of good finishing. Okay, so let's hope for a good finish on our side, maybe. And just to reiterate that, lack ideal throwing, no good kicking. The conceded goals have come, well, 5 of 10 assists in the last 20 matches have come from deep positions. So that would imply counter-attacking goals. And not a good goal scorer in the squad, apparently. Which I'm really confused about. Because this guy, okay, he's 38 years old. So maybe... Well, he certainly doesn't have the pace. That, on the other hand, looks like we should go for a high defensive line. If any of you watching got an opinion on that, yeah, I'd be happy to hear. Nah, we'll probably turtle for now. And we'll see if we can contain him technically and especially mentally. This guy is really great. Personality-wise, not so much, only balanced. Okay. So they don't like long balls. There's no use in going for set pieces, but in this case, we will take off that overall training here, still go with defensive shape, and we'll go with attacking movement here. If they're vulnerable from open play, let's try to do this. Okay, that's for next week. Can already include the match practice sessions. There's no way to go about that differently. We need the sharpness, so we'll stick to that. This is probably fine. Let's have a look at the U19 for a second. Well, Castores we don't get rid of. It's just the way it is. I would even be willing to contribute to his wages today. But yeah, nobody wants him. And considering Ostrom, still great personality, but development-wise, there's not much coming here. I mean, he needs some match practice, probably. Can he have it in our club? Maybe. Let me put it that way. I'll put him on the bench as soon as there's a spot available. And we parted with a lot of players that were mediocre recently. So maybe that's a good idea, to put him on the bench later on. Even though he's not cut to make it to the squad or to the pitch anytime soon, but maybe for 10 minutes or something he will do. He still wants to remain with the club. Well, will end his contract, that's for sure. There's a roundup for David Björnsson, but David Björnsson has future transfer arranged. He'll be sold for about a K. They all want Auberg on loan. Very good. We'll get some money for him here. Wikström's progress may have become somewhat complacent. Yeah, it certainly looks like that. But the contract isn't that great. Huh. Yeah, they could have been better, that's for sure. Perfect. Elias Auberg finished his training for gets forward whenever possible. That's wonderful. As a Metzala / shadow striker, that's a trait that really suits him. And hopefully he can now make good on his undoubtedly great potential. There's a goalkeeper missing here. And we don't have one. Balanced and fairly sporting. So this probably means that we should get Castores back to the first team, even if I don't want to have him around. Just for the mentoring group. We can do that. He won't be much of a problem. He's not in there. Why isn't he in there? It's one of these football manager things. I think the interface there is refreshed after we skip forwards for some time. Fine. Can't wait, you know. All of a sudden he appears. There he is. Alright. So let's have another look for... Well, Auberg is nowhere to be seen here, so that's fine. Not like we want him to teach his traits to everybody else. And those fairly pro players here. Still not a great influence for our targets, but well, let's hope it's going somewhere. By the way, how's this guy? Wow. Got great acceleration and solid pace. he'd play as a wingback on defend duty for us. Off the ball movement with 1 is really horrible. Same for crossing and dribbling. This won't do. Even the physicals are great. This will not do. I'd rather stick to ours, who lack those deficits. Yeah. Kinda sad. On one hand, I'd be willing to replace them. On the other hand, we can't find suitable replacements. So at the end of the day, we will have to go with what's already in the club, or sign a replacement that is not really that much better. What about him? He's been placed on the loan list. Well, he definitely isn't a wingback for us. Just for the crossing and dribbling. Off the ball movement is bad too, so that leaves us with central defender. Which is fine. He's been placed on the loan list again. But why? He's out on loan already. I don't know about that. That said, his contract is coming to an end. Maybe he would be willing to sign another contract at some point. He's got good pace. For a central defender, that's not a bad attribute to have. Mentals are a bit lacking, but overall this is looking okay-ish. I'd prefer a better jumping reach and strength, sure. Just because our squad is used to it with Ytterhogdals and Fleckguard. But I think this is a candidate for the shortlist. Let's keep him there for, I don't know, a year. Ytterhogdals IK has been placed on the shortlist. He's been placed on loan list, but he's already out on loan. I'm not sure what's happening here. Same for this guy. So they placed him all back onto the loan list while they're out on loan, or maybe these messages get generated after they already found a place to go out on loan too. So no longer a possibility. This guy's bad. But I really want him in the team for the personality. And look at that natural fitness. But the estimated wage I don't want to pay. No. That's so sad. So, he's on the loan list, but we're not interested in this type of striker. He's lacking physical attributes. This one, Daniel Daoud. Not really interested. This is an ambitious guy. I'm not interested. Thank you. Why did you start scouting him? Why? He's unambitious. I don't want him. Victor Danielsson. Bad technicals, especially crossing. Probably not. He matches a recent focus. That's great. Yeah, we might go with that guy, but his finishing isn't great. Mentals are lacking a bit. Physicals are good though. and his work rate is fine too, same as passing. So as a Metzala shadow striker, he would probably do. I wouldn't want to rely on him for the entire season. Luckily, we don't have to. There was an older guy who had fairly professional personality, who was also injury prone. I'd rather rely on him if I had to make a choice there. But I prefer Oliver Swan over all of them, just because he's in the club. Yeah, I'm not really interested. Neither mind this guy. Good part is this is FC Stockholm, so he certainly wants to leave. They're 16th in the table right now. Max Schultz-Lotte. Swedish. Some of these names sound very German to me. But what do I know? Fairly Sporting, we've been there. This guy's looking good. I'm not opposed to signing him, but well, let's shortlist him. This one's got a low market price. Yeah, that's the guy knocking the ball past the opponent. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. This one I'm not really interested in. Was the guy with the anticipation free, exactly. We've already been there. Strength is good, but look at that bravery and nah. Not going there with a striker. So today we've got a session of match practice, which should increase sharpness, at least a little bit. And we've got a session of defensive shape. We obviously need that. We can't concede in this league environment. We have to make it through the season. That doesn't look very interesting so far, but that's a good thing. We expected to get relegated. Mid-season mediocrity, as I called this episode, is probably the best we can hope for, and let's hope it remains that way, in a way. I'll certainly use a win or two, but he wants to start more games. Ugh, not again. He played a lot during, well, the early stages of the season. He didn't do badly. I really want to keep him. But we don't use a deep lying playmaker, ball winning midfielder, sorry, that much anymore. Actually, I'd play him next game. But if we don't talk to him right now, yeah, he's unable to resolve this as usual. So is there anyone with good form in front of him? Swan, Ekman, Forsell. Forsell isn't doing great. Ekman isn't doing great either. And neither is Swan. So he's got a point there if he wants to play. Are we willing to arrange a loan move? Let's get him out on loan. Don't care. Just let him play. And let's try to make some money on this guy. Hopefully he attracts some interest. Otherwise we've got a big problem. In all honesty, I would rather have kept him around. On the other hand, this is a very bad time to be not happy with the playing time. We need those performances, and the influence on morale is bad. I have a similar thing going on, I think, with Fleckguard, who's still annoyed because we sold Abdullah Boob at the start of the season, and the morale at maximum is mediocre, and that's just a problem for the team, especially if it's a leading player. I don't like that. It might have had a negative effect on our overall performance during this season too. So let's hope somebody comes in and wants him. Might play him anyway. I mean, we've got 2 games to go now. But first of all, let's focus on Karlstadt. And just to recap, we need 5 additional points to avoid relegation. That's our first and foremost, that's our primary goal this season. Everything else is a bonus. So there's teams coming in here. That's good. And these are not willing to pay the wage, so I'm definitely gonna reject that. Is there anything else here? No. 90%. 90% is not enough. They're not willing to pay a fee, but at least they're willing to pay his wage. So I'll accept that. Yes, usually this kind of player should command a fee, but what can I do? He's just too expensive. Okay, this is not a bad month. 224 in the negative. That's close. That's very close to being neutral. I mean, there's a player sale in there for there's a player sale in there for 1,000 euros. So this is certainly still concerning. But we're getting somewhere. Yeah. Well, we already had a look at these. Not much to tell, I think. William Hofwander, 22 years old. Good stamina, good pace. Not the kind of striker we're looking for. And Sankt Weekends. Wow. Look at this. It's not a shame to have lost to them. And we did. And it was close. I think that was the game that we lost due to an error of Kevin Blanistrand. Might have gotten away with a point there. What about Wickberg? What's going on with him? His training performance has been really bad. Okay, he doesn't get that much time on the pitch. Maybe we should get him some. I mean, Ytterhogdals is not doing anything lately. But at least he's training well. So as a backup, we'll go with Victor Svensson, in case we need a ball-winning midfielder. Or the other way, we can still go with Nila Forsell as a ball-winning midfielder. In case of an emergency, even all of us one will be able to play this. So I'm not too concerned about the depth for this position, as long as nobody's injured. Well, they're pleased with the job I'm doing, but that's not great. And yes, I'm also very disappointed with the defeat against FC Gute. I agree with that. So they're favorites. Not a surprise there. Yes, I want to go for revenge here. To be honest, against Umør FC, or however it's pronounced, we had a good time due to a tactical possibility. We overlapped on the flanks. They were playing with one wing back and a back three. Oh well, with two wing backs, one each side, and a back three, and that allowed us to overlap quite often and cross a lot of balls. They found Ytterhogdals, who wasted a lot of chances. Same to you, Veggie. Good late morning to you too. Hope you're doing well. Well, let's go with working hard here. I don't know, probably a lot, as it seems. Yes, there is. He will go out on loan. Can I talk about my relationship? Well, we got none, but he's a fairly professional personality, so I want to be on his good side, I guess. Sure. What do I make of their struggles? Well, we defeated them last game, so the rest of it doesn't concern me, I guess. On the other hand, if they want to be favorites to go down, fine by me. One less slot to go down for us. Yeah, I don't care about that. What's going on? Yeah, I admit they are great to watch. All of a sudden, great to watch is passing football. That's something that always confused me. Why possession football is considered to be the pleasing to the eye category. Maybe I like counter-attack. Maybe I like defending. Maybe I'm a big fan of, I don't know, Atletico Madrid or something like that. Dennis Kors. Yeah, we don't want to pay that wage. Linda, on the other hand, is willing to go out. Is this on loan? This is on loan. And he's gone. So that certainly gets rid of one player that has been unhappy so far. Maybe he gets some match practice in different positions too, out on loan. Even if he doesn't, at the end of the day, it might be good business to send him out on loan, extend his contract if the time comes for it. Yeah, he's got a contract to 2025, so we won't get relegated probably. He won't reach those league games anytime soon. So we can keep him on a 25 per week contract. He's out on loan, and well, maybe we can make some good business. And the same goes for this guy. We even get a loan fee. That's great. Now midfield is looking seriously hampered, but finance-wise, that's good. We just saved another, how much is that? Oh no, 25 plus 6. Times 4.3, so that can't be true. Yeah, 133 euros per month, and in addition there's the contribution of 5 euros per month. So about 140 euros per month, which are saved. That's not too bad. The two players didn't offer the same skill we want to have for that kind of money. Yeah, and let's praise Shabanach too. He'll certainly be back on the pitch with that training performance. Well, that is if Moreira da Silva doesn't look better. There's a Christopher Anderson, who's still improving a little bit. It's weird with youth players. You always hope they make it to some degree, but I mean, just look at these. These are really bad stat-wise. He does improve though, but not by much. While this is saving, I might as well give a channel update here too. I started uploading these episodes to YouTube, just to be honest, just to try it out and make a playlist out of it. The first 8 episodes are on YouTube now, and I had a look at some of the early episodes. The early episodes were, well, compared to now, they were really bad. On the other hand, that's probably what I will say 2 weeks from now too. And I stumbled right into a problem with YouTube. Looks like you can't upload videos that have a certain length and a certain size all in one day. So it's episodes 1 to 8 who are on YouTube now, and the rest is unavailable because I can't get them from Twitch to YouTube so far. So let's hope that this will be a problem of the past in a few days. I'll have to learn how to do YouTube thumbnails at some point. So Azarson is going to leave. Goodbye. Have a good development, come back stronger, and that's about it. Huh. We would actually be able to field him today. But no, we won't. So for Cell, we'll go with the ball-winning midfielder role here for today. It's not a problem, he can do that. How did Stolt do the last game? Great. So we will keep him on the pitch, that's fine. Anyone here? Ngoma probably has deserved his place in the squad. We can't say the same for Wickberg. So we'll go with that. Mariah da Silva. He didn't do too well in the last match, so let's give Shabanach the spot on the pitch. Flackard is fine, Hagedal is fine. I want to mix up things too much there. And the rest of them, honestly, there's no debate to be had. Svensson, I don't care about his playing time, he's just a lone player. I might go with Svensson instead of Ekman, but on the other hand, for development reasons, I obviously want Ekman to be on the pitch. So that will happen. And Swan here. Is he still training as a shadow striker? He is. He might lack the flexibility, but he will adapt at some point. Yeah. It's kind of boring, but I think we'll go with that. Not many changes. How's Bergman doing? Bergman had a wonderful game last time, so let's keep it at that. I might go with individual talks though for the players on the pitch, or in the squad, that is. So he had a wonderful game. We should probably praise him for it. Gotta keep morale up here. Yeah. Praise his conduct maybe. Fantastic. Now he's on perfect. Next one, Kulafich. Kulafich is on the bench. Had good training. No, his morale isn't great either. He had good passing last match. 100% of his passes found the own player. All 2. That works. Math is weird. Ah, yeah. And he's not had a good scoring form. Yeah, it is. It's 100%. What can I do? In 5 minutes on the pitch, 2 passes. Not a good stat from my perspective. On the other hand, as a lone striker, you usually hang in the air anyway. So, yeah. And I have faith he will get back to his scoring ways. That's okay. Who's next? Dobrev. Dobrev didn't play lately. For reasons. But he's an on-contract player. If he starts moaning, I don't care. To be fair, I still think his technicals are fine. But he's got a lot of weaknesses in there. He would need a lot of playing time, and he wants like 80 euros a week. I'm not willing to pay that for him. It's just not realistic to me. So yeah, your conduct has been fine, but you're not in the squad anyway. Don't care about the rest. Oh, his form is bad, so we'll go with that. No, we will not go with that because there is no dialogue option. Eggman. 6.9 last game. I think we already praised his passing. Yes, we did. Did we ever criticize his lack of chances created? We didn't, so we can do that. Okay. And I'll go with a good conduct here. Perfect morale, that's what I want to see. Estefanios isn't in the squad. Farah is on the bench, I think. Didn't play lately. Why didn't he? Due to form. And also because he costs us 85 per game. And probably also because Stolt found some surprising amount of capability to play all of a sudden. Flag guard. Not a great training session, so we'll criticize that. Yeah, he's still... There's no use in talking to flag guard. I'll just demonstrate this here. We'll praise his contact. And last match was great, especially the heading. So we'll praise the heading too. And he's still on neutral morale. It's just limited by the fact that he's annoyed because we sold Abdullah Mbou. So if a player is annoyed for something, there's no way around that. And that's really, I don't know. It should resolve in another way, maybe. This is bad form. Yes, I hope you don't want to sit on the bench. Perfect morale for him. Ytterhogdals? Ytterhogdals hasn't been doing well lately, so let's tell him that. Yeah, and same conduct-wise here, I'm fine with it. It's kind of weird. Praising conduct is always possible. Just don't want to overdo it. And maybe you can... I've never seen a circumstance where I can criticize conduct. Well, he's out on loan and he will go away. It's a bit sad. It's a player that doesn't have that many obvious weaknesses, so he certainly has some sort of potential. But on the other hand, potential might not be good enough for us. So yeah, goodbye Jankovic. Carlson, very much the same. Torres, well, I'll talk to him, but it doesn't matter. Lind is gone. Moreira da Silva, how have you been doing? And why is your morale not perfect? Well, passing wise, this has been good. So let's go with that. There's the passing. And we're gonna criticize him for basically the same thing. The lack of creativity. Passing was great, but he retained possession and did nothing else. Ngoma, we can go with bad form here. Praise his conduct. His training has been not good, but not bad either. How's his development doing? He's not training as a fullback for us. That's not great, right? He didn't develop much. Yeah. go do that. So there's Noah Risberg, and we had that guy in on trial. No use to talk to him. Shabanaj, we already praised the training. He's close to perfect morale anyway. So let's go with conduct here. Perfect. Skillermo didn't play much lately. I should probably get him on the pitch one more time just to be able to criticize his form. He's been doing really bad. That said, again, as Veggie noted, perfect passing here. So let's go with perfect passing. But no chances created, so let's tell them that too. And we got perfect morale. Stolt. Stolt had a wonderful game. Many interceptions, defended well. We'll tell him that, hopefully he'll accept it. Okay. Doesn't want to be praised, so let's praise him for his conduct. Well, he accepts that. This is just weird. Can we criticize him for something? Definitely praise him for his training. Okay. Now we're back where we started. Oliver Swan. Good training performance. That's perfect morale, nothing to do here. Svensson. The training performance is acceptable too. But he's not in the squad anyway. Also, as a lone player, I don't think he can have perfect morale, or it's very unlikely that he has. Tillander, on the other hand, wow, 8.7. Form hasn't been great lately, especially no chances created. Yeah, that's better. Westberg sitting on a bench. Wickberg is not even on the bench. Women's not playing for us. Auberg is out on loan. Al Holmström. Well, this is certainly important. He did have wonderful passing and he made a goal. We'll go with the passing. Well, he still had perfect morale, so there's that. Alnes. 8 passes, 6 completed. That's not great, but 4 key passes and 2 chances created. That's fine. Thing is, I'm not sure if I can praise him for it. I'll try. Yeah, he's happy with that. Okay. Is there anything else? Not really. But he's on a decline. It's just what we expected. He won't be around the squad for a prolonged period of time. He's just a backup member. Actually, contract-wise, can we get... Well, let's do that after the match. And then there's Arsason, Bergman, which we didn't talk to yet. Well, he had the assist last game. Not sure if I want to praise him for, but yeah. Probably praise him for the assist. Yeah, he's happy with that. For the conduct too. And how's form looking overall? 6.9 is not praiseworthy yet. Is there something we can criticize him for? Not really. Development? How is that looking? Training has been okay. Development hasn't been bad, I think. No, it hasn't been bad lately. On the other hand, it hasn't been good either. From a football manager's perspective, not the person, the game, this is probably no development. So we'll go with that. Okay, we agreed to this. We agreed to disagree. Well, I'll look at that morale. That's way better than before. Okay. I just hope it helps. Otherwise, this has been a great waste of time. But yeah, I certainly hope it helps. So let's close down these three immediately. Every time, all the time. For this guy, he's 38. I've got a question here. He's been injured last time, 2023. He has very good bravery though, so no use in hitting him hard or going in hard on him. Dribbling is bad though. Strength is bad. So while he's brave enough to play through the pain that he will obviously endure on a football pitch, it's probably a good idea to go in for the hard tackle anyway, because his dribbling of 5 is bad enough that he won't be able to control the ball very well, and the strength is also inferior. I just hope it doesn't result in a player being sent off. In these cases, not so much. That's a right-footed player on the right wing. Showing him onto the left foot would actually mean drives him inward. That's a bit dangerous, but on the other hand, his long shots and finishing are bad. His choice of pass is solid. Off the ball movement isn't great. But he's probably too fast to be tight marked. I might change my mind about that later on. And Lofetta Fori here is a right only 2. So showing him to the outside is contrary to our technical instruction. General one. But his crossing isn't great. He's fast. His crossing isn't good. His finishing and long shots, on the other hand, are, well, long shots is sub-mediocre. His finishing is good though. So showing him on to the outside is a good idea. Yeah, off the ball movement is great. Don't want to mark this guy tightly. By the way, off the ball movement here, yeah, it's bad. Oh, I'll go with tight marking for this. So that's Swan's job. Oliver Swan obviously is the slower player at 28 years old, but might do. On these here, he runs with the ball through center. These are both somewhat dangerous. Let's just close them down, but not add any additional tactical instructions. And what's the recommended action here? Triggering a press for him. Why? I'm not triggering a press for him. I don't think that's reasonable. His vision and passing aren't great, but it's not that bad. But there was a central defender that had really bad passing. That one. That one. We should probably press Eric Rasmussen. Because he's got vision 1 and passing 4. So, and concentration is 8. Remember, this is Ytterhogdals, man, probably. So, strength 7, jumping reach 13. Not Ytterhogdal. Al Holmström, our striker. He's not match fit. Let's press him. And I won't go for the hard tackling because, well, Al Holmström is not a natural tackler. But he can man mark this guy. Was it Rasmussen? I think so, right? Yeah. the man marking should result... Well, this defender here is good. So, at least physicals-wise. So Holmstrom might have a problem with him. But they're still working in a two-man partnership. So if he's always close to Erik Rasmussen, well, then Erik Rasmussen is probably the one playing against him. And header-wise, he might stand a chance there, especially due to his strength. A lot of talk about things that will probably go wrong for another reason. Oh, don't you worry, Flaggard, you'll be fine. I don't know why he's nervous about that. He's definitely the stronger player. Okay, well, less experienced by far, but... They like the fact that we're triggering the press more often. It's a good match for their stamina. Well, shorter passing is a good match for the standard of passing, they think. Okay. We're the underdogs, yeah, that's fine. They like the mentality. They like the formation because they have a strong understanding. So, I've never been going on much about this, but the screen is certainly helpful. That's one of those things that I really like as an addition in this installment in Football Manager. Not sure if it was in 2022, because I skipped that particular year. But this is great. Especially if you add some individual instruction that goes along with the traits of a player or their skill set. I really like that. But I think it's 6 of those entries max. I'm actually sad about that. I would love if this would give an entire list of positives and negatives and stuff. That would be wonderful. So, we've got nothing to lose, but we owe them. Let's go with aggressive and owing them. Very good. Skip the individual talks there. Not sure why. Might have been an error on my side. So we're playing with our first team. That's just all there is to it. They are the much better team. Let's hope this is going somewhere. For us, this is certainly a big match. If we can get another 3 points here, we basically managed non-relegation. Well, it's very close afterwards. And let's encourage them. Shabanac with the ball in the penalty area. But looks like it was offside. Okay. Overall, the match doesn't give many chances so far. 8 minutes into the game, not a single shot on goal. Well, Flaggard's got that one. Ytterhogdals, Ekman, Forsell with the long ball for Bergman. Is this offside? Doesn't look like it. And that's a corner. Shabanac with the corner here. Can we score from this? Ytterhogdals with the header. And Hildeman has his fingers on the ball. It certainly looked like it was on target though. So that's encouraging. There's a long ball for Lofet-Ofori, who should have been closed down. Long ball for Drudic, but Flaggard has no problem in intercepting that. That long ball for Vidal, on the other hand. That was close. Shabanach passes it to Forcell, who keeps a hold on the ball. Back to Fleckard. Fleckard goes for the long ball. Al Holmström wins the header, as expected, but it's offside. Overall, a poor match so far, from both sides, but that's fine by me. We need a point. We don't necessarily need the 3. And remember, we lost the last match, so go for a point here. It's fine. There's Rasmussen. Not being closed down just yet. They play a nice pass here. But so far, it's been in a rather useless area. Now the lot behind the defense. Ooh, that was bad defending by Shabanach. He really should have, I don't know, done anything other than just a block. So we've got a corner by Monto there. And Bergman heads it out. Telander can't get to it in time. That's Lofet of Hori. Suddenly astray from his initial position, and we clear it just well. Leaves our penalty area. Back with Riddell. He passes to Asike, Nwozu. And Lofet of Hori is out of position to pick it up. But Albers regains possession there. They suddenly look dangerous now. And we concede another corner. We're not looking good on possession, possession-wise either. Mondo with the corner, and Blennestrand comes out to pick it up. Monta with the free kick, Hogdal intercepts. Swan doesn't win the header though. Oh. That shot. While we blocked it. It's no good conceding these kinds of situations. It shouldn't happen. Blennestrand catches it. And goes for the long ball distribution-wise. Who ends up with Swan. Telander. He was unable to take the pass there because Al Holmström was offside. Now the cross comes in for Al Holmström. What a catch. That was very close. It was a good chance. Even if expected goals wise it's not counted that way. Well, that corner certainly didn't go to anything. They're back to exchanging passes in their midfield. Georgic found a space there to be included and build up. And that's a ball for Blennestrand. Did we encourage them? Might have been a while ago. Bergman manages to win the duel, but there's nothing coming from it. Nwosu with the long ball for Lafetta Fori here. Who picks it up. Finds the pass and I can't believe it. Giving away these kinds of shots in the own penalty area. We just can't do that. So we'll have to wait and see. Who's responsible for this situation? There's Alvers here. It's a defender on the left wing who took the shot, and Ytterhogdals deflected it. So Blennestrand was absolutely unable to get to the ball. So it's very unlucky. And we drop down to 6th position. Not that it matters much right now. All that matters is that we're missing, well, the points. Swan for flag guard. Not a chance there. We might go for a tactical change after half time here. We have to score at some point. And we didn't create many chances. That long ball for our Holmström is passed back to Tillander, who goes with another penetrating pass for Alm Holmström. He's too slow to get this towards goal. Yeah. Nobody in the penalty area either. We are not looking good here. Can he defend this? He can. Good defending by Stolt again. Vasike for Durdic. No offside. No, it is offside. So that should be the first half. Alright, expected goals wise this has been a wash, but we don't look good. So let's change tactics immediately. We'll go for this now. Just because we have to. I'm not happy with that. And I think we've been terrible. Flaggard is demotivated again. Like he always is if we criticize him, so let's try if he understands that we criticize him directly. Well, now he's certainly motivated for some reason. Good. For the others, I don't know. I don't want to raise expectations too much. Ytterhogdals didn't do well either, but I won't risk it. He's motivated now. Yeah, let's go with that. Look how they're pushing up. And now they're trying to play the through ball. But if we push up high enough, their very old and rather slow striker will probably not have a chance to get to the ball. Or even if he does, I don't think he'll find his way to the goal. Our Holmström, on the other hand, is offside a lot too, sadly. They play out of defense here. Do we want to press even higher up the pitch? It's a high press. It's already a high press. But we might try to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So they are forced to go for the long ball. We've got two very good central defenders. Their striker should be slow. The only problem is with the wings. What's this? Yes, I want to confirm changes. Stolt. I've never seen that menu before. Not an idea what's going on there. Ytterhogdals for Flaggard, who goes for the long ball for Bergman. Is this offside? It is. Again. Now they're encouraged. Close down the ball there. Forcell goes for the shot. Ah, that's side netting only. Another free kick by Swan. Comes in, Al Holmström. Over the goal. Shabanac with the yellow card now. Planestrand goes for a long kick for Al Holmström. Ooh, that doesn't look good. But Stolt manages to win that duel. Do we manage to press them a bit more? Come on, close him down. Yeah, and that ball's certainly useless. Great for us. Planestrand with a long ball. That's way off. Very dangerous pass. But he's back in goal now. Talander wins the ball. Ekman and Forsell exchange passes. Fleckguard goes for another long ball. Defender's way out of position. Backman controls that one. Back to Stolt. To Ekman. Will he take the shot? Man! That certainly looked destined for net. Pass from the sideline for Bergman. They defended, but it's not been good defending. Ekman in the penalty area. Oh, that was a dangerous pass too. And we get another corner here. So, problem is Al Holmström is exhausted. I don't want to go with Kulovic here, but on the other hand, we have to make some changes at some point. Let's go with Moreira da Silva. Shabanac hasn't been great. That gets our corner taker from of one side off the pitch. That's a bit bad. In midfield, Oliver Swan didn't do well either. But, well, we could go with Guillermo there. We could go with Guillermo there. But I'll just keep them. I'd rather keep the captain on the pitch. Tillander, though, while he's motivated, might go off the pitch. There's no use in getting off Stolt. The central defenders didn't look great. Ngoma might make an appearance today. Yeah, so I'm not convinced in changing too much. 50th appearance for Moreira da Silva. That's something. Swan with the corner. Finds Fleckguard. Again. Wide. Moreira da Silva with the throw in. Back to Forsell. Back to Moreira da Silva. Bergman here. And another header. It's off target. Okay. I'll go with Kulovic now. And use this window to exchange a few players. They're all not looking that great, and we have to do something. – 72 minutes. So now it's about 15 minutes to go. Come on, create chances. If we lose this, it was highly undeserved. Well, okay. We didn't create that great chances, but I don't think it's appropriate, that result. A draw would have been on the line, maybe. But this, well, that's certainly offside. Got one other change to make. Just going with this one here. And let's go for overload. No use in losing 1-0. But first, we face another free kick by them. Ytterhogdals manages to defend it. Oh, that was close. We concede another corner. With stoppage time, maybe 6 or 8 minutes to go. I was for Özgun, who luckily for us doesn't manage to hit the target. This has been an entirely poor game, and we're on the losing side. Forsell with the dribble here. Back to Mariah da Silva, who will hopefully cross it into the box, and it's defended well there. Ytterhogdals after passing, they find Forsell. Wonderful penetrating ball, but it's offside. Stolt and Ytterhogdals exchange passes here. Find Kulafich. Another ball into the depth of the pitch, but yet another offside. They're really good positioning wise. Kulafich with the ball. Finds Alnes, and he finds injury. I can't believe it. Come on, go for another cross. It's another corner. That will certainly be the last time we have a chance to score here. Corner. Back to Alnes. Yet another corner. 96 minute. Can we score? Alnes. And now it's a free kick for them because Ngoma pushed the opponent. Well, that's it. We lost that one. Was it deserved? Was it undeserved? I don't know. Let me know how you saw it. It was unlucky. Well, to me at least it was unlucky. Ah, well, Veggie. I didn't see much of Fulham in the Premier League, but if you say so. So Arsarsen's out. Hassani celebrates his birthday in style. Ah, I get it. Are you having fun? Yeah, I think so. Well, Kulafich will probably score at some point. I certainly don't think he did bad. Didn't do well either, but, well. What can we do, right? It's great. It's good performance. At least it sounds like it. What's the expectation? To fight bravely against relegation? What's he got? Twisted knee. That should see Dobrev back in the squad. I really don't want that. Okay, I gotta go for a short bathroom break. I'll be back in a minute or two. And I'll use that break screen for those 2 minutes. See you on the other side. And we're back. Hope that didn't take too long. Okay, so your goal was to avoid relegation battle. So what place are you in right now? I just want that profit loss figure to be positive one time throughout the season, other than when we get that initial boost of money of season ticket sales and sponsorship deal. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Congratulations on that. That's quite the achievement. Now you just have to hold league going forward, and well, the money coming in from Premier League will probably help a lot. You can splash that cash from time to time, and going forward, you'll do better. Hunt for wonder kids basically. I guess that's all you do as a Premier League club anyway. Hmm. No, I see. That's also a big problem with lower league sides. Whilst that doesn't apply to you, you see with the two training sessions here that, or the 2 training days here, that doesn't look good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's certainly great. You, in case you can keep him around, fantastic. But that German guy, I think, wanted to go back to Bayern Munich, right? So you might not be able to hold on to all of them, but on the other hand, you'll find another one at some point. I was expected to lose heavily. Well, we've shown little let up in this fantastic season. You got him. Fine. Wonderful. So, great deal. I'm happy for you. That's cool. There's certainly no wonder kids in this squad. But I think I remember a save when back when must have been Football Manager 2019 or something. I had a new gen, a goalkeeper that was a wonder kid, and he came in and improved like I don't know 1.5 points in the first half year, and I signed him on a long-term contract, and he played for another I don't know 5 or 6 games, and then the big clubs started coming in, and well, I wanted to keep him as he wasn't at the end of his development, but the board came in and said, "What? They're offering like us like 50,000 euros? Sure, take him." And no protest came to anything, so they sold him. I think with a sell-on clause too, and we got some cash coming in, but I certainly wouldn't have taken that deal. That's always a problem in lower leagues with the board members. At some point, the chairman comes in and says, yes, we'll sell that. Of course we'll sell him. Happy to oblige. Well, where do we go from here? Probably to another 5 points. Yeah. Sure. Well, on one hand, I can certainly see that perspective. I mean, money is just it's a form of value transferred through time. Of course, if you get that money earlier, you can do something with it. So it's not a bad idea. Just like taking a loan. That. It might not be a very popular opinion, but a loan is not strictly a bad thing in all circumstances. It depends a lot on interest rate and, other things that accompany it. But selling a player, I mean, this is a business. It's a game, but it's still, you should be run as a business, at least from my perspective. Oh, Oscar Alves was great, yes. Sorry to see that. Yeah. Yes. I think I agree with you, Veggie here. The problem here, and I think that's my point. The problem is that it's not appropriate for the amount of win or for the value of the player. So there's a gap between what you can expect and what they sell it for. They see the big number and then they go for it. It's the other way around for cars. If you buy a new car, there's a big gap between what you pay for it and what the car will be worth a year from now, going forward. It's one of the one of the assets that has the fastest depreciation. I think it's depreciation. So investing in a car is just the blatant example of something that's not a good idea. And this kind of business, when a Wonderkit is sold for, I don't know, 50,000 euros, it's the other way around. They would happily pay 1 million too, if you force them to. But you can't, because the chairman is swooping in and saying, "What? Oh, my nerves!" And that's bad. Yeah, and in this case, usually I don't like these answers, but in this case, we've lost really a lot of times, and it was really unlucky. Can I explain my tactical style? I want to win. What's to explain about this tactical style? So it's Hagedal's mistake now. That he was in the way of the shot that got deflected off him, and now it's Hagedal's mistake. I don't think it's his mistake. That's similar to real life though, press here. They ask questions that are, in my honest opinion, hardly, well, they're kind of weird. There's always a chain of events going on. The player wasn't closed down properly. The player that took the shot got to that ball because someone else headed it out into his direction. That's also part of the mistake. Those are all the events that come with a certain probability. Hagedal deflecting it into the net is just the last one. So I'm sorry, but this is not the way I see football. Or mistakes. A mistake is if, I don't know, if it's a routine ball and somebody doesn't manage to catch it or something. That's a mistake for me. But not a deflection into the own net. It just happens. What do I make of them? I make of them that they didn't pay enough for Bob. Shouldn't have sold that player. Well, on the other hand, he would have been unhappy otherwise, so... I'll stick with it. That's not a mistake for me. It just isn't. €5 of income this month. 5. Do we get anything for the away match? That 5 is for players sold. Well, obviously it's a loan fee. Deadline day recruitment meeting. No. This is counted as the same category. I always negotiate. Well, if I can, I negotiate a loan fee that is paid on a monthly basis, and those €5 are part of that loan fee for some of the players that are out on loan. So I don't know who it is. Well, it's still €5 and we didn't get any income. But you can see it. Where is it? Players sold. What? Oh, that's income. No wonder I can't find it. There's wages here. But it should be income. There it is. I'm stupid. It's sorted by amount. Who does that? Okay. Yeah, well, I might as well change it. But you can see it here. The €1,000 were for Robertson. And the rest of it, all throughout the season, the 296, that's the monthly income. Those €5 here, €3 there, for the players that are out on loan, depending on how much they play. Because usually if they don't play, I include a higher amount. So they have to pay for it if they don't field the player. I want the player to play. Because I want him to increase in value, right? But yeah, so this season, even if we ignore the €1,000 by Robertson, it sees a decent increase in us renting out our own players, and that's okay. On the other hand, that's not much, right? It's just minor stuff. As I said, a few euros here, a few euros there. What about these? Yeah, he signed his contract recently, that's fine. He's got enough time on his contract. So they tell me tell me the contract will finish in less than 12 months. And now they tell me he's got enough time on his contract. Also, he's got a clause. This one we want to get rid of anyway. Where is it? We'll set him for release. And with women, can we sell him? I really want nothing but 10% for him. Please go away. Castores, I don't think there's anyone interested. Skip to player stats, alright. What do we have here? This menu is wonderful. This menu is wonderful. So we've got 3 players in here out of 5 that the recommended action is to offer to other clubs to generate more interest in their services, and they all have transfer arranged. And they will earn us money. Football manager, what are you doing? Women, we just offer to other clubs. Castores doesn't want to leave, and no, he's not interesting just because he's in the squad planner. Attracting interest. Flackard and Ngoma. There is no advice on these. Well. So, there's one thing to consider here. We've got Wickberg as a backup. In case anyone gets injured, we don't have a backup for the bench, so we would need to play with youth players. But Ngoma hasn't been doing great lately. Neither development-wise nor otherwise. He needs the playing time. He is on a long-term contract. And people are interested in signing him. So, do we want to go for another loan for Ngoma? I mean, he's never been out on loan, but we might loan him out, so maybe he can even gain little bit on the physical side, just to earn some extra income and get rid of his wages. He doesn't want to go out on loan though. We'll offer him for loan anyway. Maybe he'll not be happy about it, but what can we do? This is really funny, but okay. We already saw through these. There's not much to see here. 10 recommendations. Ludwig Steen. Great. That's our resolute winger once again. Who lost his picture apparently. What happened there? Things get better and better in this game. Fine. It's just gone. Huh. And he still wants to be star player, so no. You'll see we'll sign Zetterberg at some point. He comes up every time. No, I don't want him. No other recommended players. That's it. $80 to 90% of wages. No. No. Well, they will not get him if they are not even willing to pay his wages. And in all honesty, for €6 a week, we will probably keep him around. I'd rather get Wickberg out on loan in that case. That said, we don't need to loan out anyone, so it's just a financial exercise. Next game is against Ytterhogdals. Don't care. Well, Risberg is back out looking for... Look at that estimated wage. No. I will not pay that under any circumstance. So, these are playing with a wing play style, okay. In this formation, can somebody tell me how this works? Wing play in this kind of formation. We'll go for the overlap ourselves and feather them with crosses. Okay. They're 14th. Maybe we've got a chance to control possession here. It's a home game after all. Let them try their wing play without wingers. Weird. Yeah, maybe, but if we go back to it, just look at this. If the wingbacks are in front too, I mean, that certainly leaves a lot of space to exploit it back here, right? These guys, yes, they are fast, but they are not that fast. They can't time warp or something. So, no idea what's going on there. Well, he certainly made a good impression on his in his lone club. 5.3 and 5.7 for starters. Oh man, no wonder they don't want to have him. What happened there? Wow. That pass completion is, wow. And conceded 3 and 2 goals. That probably isn't even the problem. Problem is, how many did he manage to save? Saves parried 2. Saves tipped 1. He saved 3 here and he saved 0 there. Yeah, great keeper. Might as well put me into goal. Donnarumma wins the Ballon d'Or, as it seems. So for these guys, want to go with attacking movement and teamwork. How are we looking tactically here? Very good. Very good. We should be able to exploit that. Overlap left, underlap right, that's fine. The other way around. Malte Ekman didn't create anything, well, except he had a shot on goal that he really should have scored. His 11 long shots didn't show so far. Did he improve recently? Not really. First team is match fit more or less though. And I won't go for 2 sessions of match practice. Let's be risky about this. We don't have to win this match. We have to win some of the matches. How many are there to go? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 matches. So if we don't get in some sort of a downward spiral, we should probably get those additional 5 points at some point. And if we don't, we'll just listen to 9 Inch Nails along the way to accompany that downward spiral. Pudas. I still don't want to pay Pudas for that. I don't want to pay that amount of money for a fullback that looks like this. Brazilian transfer window. Don't care. Okay, that's a lot of players out on loan. Half of them will be gone at the end of the season. Generate even better income stream though. And for the rest of it, well, Warburg certainly had a worrisome start into well, off after 39 minutes. What are you doing? Well, okay, that increases the fee we get paid for him, so fine with it. Flaggard is still unhappy with the sale. He'll probably be unhappy in the end of it. This is so unreasonable. In the end, he will be happy or unhappy, depending on the performances of the youth players in the last 3 matches. At least that's how it looks. Löw is the new Poland manager. Seriously? Joachim Löw is the new Poland manager. Interesting decision. Very interesting decision. By Poland it is. I can certainly see the appeal for Joachim Löw, but I don't know. He's probably been retired right now. In real life, that is. Not sure what he's up to, actually. So, Hässleholm signed Dennis Kos. That's a steal. On the other hand, he's 24 years old, so... But still, for 30 euros. I could have paid that too. But he wanted, like, I don't know, too much for my taste. Fine. Ngoma is still wanted by one team out on loan. How didn't I have one flag guard on a transfer? Would I be willing to part with him? Probably not at this time of the season. I certainly hope we can press Ytterhogdals into their own half and feather them with crosses, as I said earlier. Considering the skill set of our players, I'm not sure that's realistic though. Gulovec had a decline in personality. Yeah, determination went down. That's not good. On the other hand, he's still training well. He will score at some point. Star rating isn't great. And he doesn't develop much. He doesn't develop at all. On the other hand, he doesn't have that much playing time either. Horse's contract situation, very good. That's fine by me. There's talk about FC Stockholm again. Do I think they could take all the points? Probably. That's how football works. This is so great. I love this. FC Stockholm. Five matches lost in a row. How many is that actually? I want to see this. Oh. They won the first round in the cup. Well, that's weird. By the way, why is there no cup competition for us? We do not partake in the cup for some reason. Any idea why that is? Why are they part of the cup and we are not? I don't get it. Is there a limited amount of spaces for the cup for this league? Or what's going on here? They played in the cup? Well, if there is, I don't know about it. Yeah, we can't afford a printer for that, that's true. No, seriously. Oh, okay, we're not the only ones. Zentby don't play in the cup either. Yeah. Doesn't matter, maybe we'll be chosen to play in the cup next year. That would certainly improve our finance situation. Financial situation. Man. They all want Victor Svensson at the end of his contract. What about me? Maybe I want to keep him at the end of his contract. For cheap, that is. He certainly doesn't... defending wingers. What the hell? Okay, this is really sad. Why is it impossible to change this analytics section? He never played as a winger. He never defended as a winger. It's just not appropriate for his position. What's going on here? And I can't change that. I don't get it. Also, I can't imagine that this hasn't been reported as a bug in SI forum. Sure, yeah. And, I mean, I can go for defensive midfielder here and for midfielder center, but again, it thinks, I don't know, it thinks he's a wingback for some reason. Now, to be fair, maybe I can in the data hub. Well, data hub, player. I've never been around much this. No analytics. Yeah, it might have to do with me not having an analyst, right? Okay, don't know. Back to the press conference. I might have phased out for a bit here. Yes. We did. Who's Lukas Hansson? So we've been linked to this guy who's on a long-term contract for 300 euros a week. We might loan him in. No idea. Will Hugo Bergman be decisive? That's up to him, I guess. These questions. Will XYZ be decisive in the next match? I don't know. If he's on the pitch, probably. I can't see the future. I hope so. Do we want to bring this guy in from FC Stockholm? As an inverted winger, I don't think he's much better than Bergman and Skillermo though. I mean, on a technical side, yes. Overall, not so much. Well, better than Bergman certainly, but again, technical and well, as an aerial player because he's taller, and that's about it. Not willing to pay 5k for him though. If they go down and he loses value, but he's already wanted by another club, so we'll add him to shortlist, but it's an edge case. Kolarczyk. He's fairly loyal on a non-contract. And he's a box-to-box midfielder that might do as a shadow striker. That's funny because this is a replacement player for me. He's got some notable weaknesses and well, backup. But yeah, also susceptible to injuries. Not interested. Slotte. Yeah, well, contract-wise, might be a possibility. We've been there. No transfer interest to speak of. This one might come cheap. At least his last contract wasn't good. Did we have a look at this guy anytime? No transfer interest. Well, that certainly settles it. Wow. Multi-Equance vision increased a little bit. There might be hope for him just yet. Look at that. He's gotten some match practice, and now with the time on the pitch and the training, finally he's improving in some things. Not sure at the time now who it was that recommended that we get him on the pitch and play as a regista, but that was a good call. Let's wait and see how it goes. Shabanach got a warning for something? Don't know why. Was he that bad last match? Can't remember. Expectations for the upcoming match. They expect us to draw. Same here, okay. They think Viktor Svensson should start a match. Well, if it gets another fan into the stadium, I'm certainly willing to make an exception here. Are you able to play box-to-box midfielder? Not that well, probably. What's he used to tactically? Yeah, he can replace Ekman. Was Viktor Svensson they were looking for, right? Yeah. Maybe replace Forcell? No, not gonna happen. And Alnes is already fit. Well, as fit as he can get. So I'll not field him in this match. What about Vic Berg here? Didn't do well either. Can Svensson play for Swan, though? Nah. Not doing that. So, do we want to keep Ekman off the pitch for this game? He's rated as a 1-star player now. Okay. Oh, Svensson has future transfer arranged. So why should we? Just for the fans? I don't think so. They'll deal with it. They'll love Ekman soon enough. Maybe. And Shabanach got an official warning. He really was that bad, okay. I didn't see that. Actually, that's true for a lot of the players. Should have a look through these. There needs to be some degree of discipline in this squad. And if they play like this, well, the case for the official warning certainly has been made. Still sad about Jankovic, but okay, it is what it is. How did you do? Not at all. Ngoma? Fibonacci we already had. It's funny that Stolt found his way to decent performances after all. All it was one didn't do well. Well, that's concerning. 6.4. Oh man. He's got such a good skill set. As a Metzala, there's not much I could wish for in this player. Maybe a point on plus in each and every attribute. And better long shots maybe, but that's about it. Plays every game, doesn't improve. Okay, he's 20 years old. Big Berg was not on the pitch either. Women now neither. Arberg is out on loan. Al Holmström. What happened to him last match? 6.6. Well. He went off injured more or less. He's out on loan. Bergman hasn't been doing great. No chances created. None. The passing was wonderful. 15 out of 16. But I'm not going there. If I do this every time, they will get annoyed pretty soon. Will they take their official warnings prior to the match? Well, at least Ytterhogdals has apologized. For his horrible mistake of standing in the way of the ball. Was it Fleckard? I already forgot. Bergman's work rate went up. Okay. Is this all? Wonderful. So, I think we're prepared for this match. Svensson can rot on the bench, for he doesn't want to join us. He joins another club. It's not on the bench. So, well, he can accompany the fans. Alnes is not fully fit. Castores is not fit for the squad under any circumstance. Wickberg and Ngoma. That's a decision. Ngoma is fine. Wickberg's training hasn't been great lately. On the other hand, Ngoma doesn't perform and Wickberg I get hopes for. So let's give him a place in the squad. Maybe he will be grateful for it, although I doubt it. Team selection. What are we going to do about those players here? Off the ball movement isn't great, strength isn't great either, dribbling is great though. This one's the other way around. Probably close him down, both of them. He needs to be marked tightly. Definitely. Yeah. And show him to his weaker foot. and close them down. Same as these two. The other ones here, if things go well, they don't do an impact. They won't have an impact because they're well, they should run all over the place to defend against the overlap. And these two, we want these to close down. They're the wing players. They need to be closed down. If this is the way this tactic works, supposedly. Let's get them out of the game. I actually feel we should tell them here, no, this is right side, so we want him to mark the left defender. And this is left side, so we want him to mark the right defender. And probably my assistant manager will tell me in about 30 seconds that they are drawn out of position due to their duties. Yes, I want to go on with it. Okay, Malte. Great. Any predictions from your side? We've got to win our home games, no excuses. Let's go. Okay. Looks like this was a good team talk. Now we will need to have a look at it. Wow, wonderful closing down by Al Holmström, for starters. Yeah, have fun. And, well, I don't know, good, do they say good appetite in English? I'm not sure. But, yeah, see you later. Have a nice day. Stolt clears it for Bergman, who finds Al Holmström. Here's Forsell. Do they go for the overlap? They don't. They find Al Holmström again. Tillander here. Dribbles in the penalty area and Moreira de Silva with the shot. This looked good. Flackard chooses the long ball, goes for Tillander. Back to Moreira da Silva, there's the cross for our Holmström. Wonderful header. And a great save by the keeper. No idea why Bergman took that ball, but okay. Stoll throws it to Swan, who finds Bergman. Is it a penalty? It is not. Swan recovers possession, Ekman distributes it to Moreira da Silva into the penalty area, and a header by Bergman, but it's wide. Ten minutes into the game. 3 shots on from our side, none of theirs. I can't believe it. First set piece for them of the game. And the header is in. What was the probability? Hedlund won against Hagedal and Swan. Well, Swan I can certainly understand the header. You can win that. But against Hagedal... Now we need to climb back up again. Stolt certainly defended that one well. Bergman finds Swan. Can we do something about this? Al Holmström here. That finish wasn't great, but it probably was far more dangerous than it looked. Ekman wins the ball in midfield, distributes it to Bergman, who can't keep hold of possession. And he's through now. They score through the middle. We've got so many players in the middle of the pitch. And they managed to score it through the middle. Two shots on goal. Both in. Well, that's a lot of climbing to do now. Mariah da Silva takes the throw, finds Ekman, who gives it back to Mariah da Silva. So now we're going for possession, well, at least until it reaches Fleckgaard. He goes for the long ball, just as he does every time. That's a wonderful through ball. And there's the first goal of the match. At least for us, that is. Bergman finally scores. 14 minutes into the game, we've seen 3 goals. Will probably have been fun for the supporters to watch, but not so much for ours. I'm still annoyed about those 2 goals we conceded. We've been the better team here, but the defending has been horrible. Fleckgaard heads it clear, goes back to Hagedal, who goes for the long ball. Might find Bergman once more. He does. Al Holmström doesn't jump. He suddenly forgot how to jump, as it seems. Mariah da Silva for Al Holmström. There it is. Second goal of the game. 20 minutes now, and we've seen 4 goals. But we're back in the game. It's all square now. Yeah, that's how he was supposed to score, after all. Maybe he can score another or 2 of that kind. Ah, again, bad defending, but manages to tackle it here. Swan wins the ball here and loses it subsequently. Hagedal again with a bad header and bad defending. Bergman loses the ball too. He does what's expected of him from a defensive perspective though, so happy with that instruction. Now we conceded a corner. Can we clear it? Oh, Blennestrand. Mistake by the keeper, but the ball doesn't remain in the penalty area. We've been lucky there. Let's encourage them. Hopefully that's not a bad choice. Some of the players might be annoyed, especially Swan and Al Holmström, who had better performances. Flag guard finds Bergman, who passes it to Stolt. Goes for the short pass for some reason. Wonderful ball by Bergman, and Swan is too slow. But Tolander wins the ball in the opponent's penalty area and then doesn't manage to hit target with his finishing of 10 points. Stolt finds Ekman, wonderful pass across the pitch for Mariah da Silva, for Tillander. Well, he dribbled in a very small space there. Back in the penalty area. Is it a penalty? It isn't, it's a corner. Swan crosses it into the box. Flag guard. Ah, that was over. Also very close. So, are we the better team here? Not sure. Expected goals wise, we aren't. But the amount of chances certainly speaks for us. Mariah da Silva doesn't lose the ball. Forcell opens up space for Mariah da Silva. Rattles the crossbar. Another cross. Doesn't find his target. The way they are crossing for Al Holmström certainly works. Is this offside? Oh. Forcell took the shot. And they were really lucky not to have conceded here. Swan brings in the corner. Forcell goes down in the penalty area. No penalty though. Tillander with the lob for Bergman, who doesn't win it. 10 shots, 5 on target. We've been the better team here. I think we can safely assume that. There's another cross. Doesn't find Mariah da Silva. Ekman wins though. His header. Great defending by Ekman. Looks like he is finally getting used to his role as a regista. Oh, that's bad defending. They find Bergman. Can we go for a third? That's a hefty long ball there. Ekman for Tillander and Al Holmström. Goes back to Tillander. He's supposed to cut in with it. He does. Al Holmström with the second goal of the game. And now it's 3-2. And we're in front. And at this point in time, I'd say it's highly deserved. Look at that. He stops it, passes it into the penalty box, and Al Holmström just has to put his foot on it. They reopen play here, but doesn't seem like that's an interesting situation. Swan? Well, keeper got to that. But the header seemed to be on target. Overall, I think it's time to praise them now. They've come back from 2 goals behind, scored 3 goals. Swan with another free kick, and Ytterhogdals, but this has been off. Yet another free kick by Swan. And a header by Fleckgaard. Doesn't manage to hit the target either. Okay, so those 2 goals we conceded, that's unacceptable. The first one was a freak goal, to be honest. It was really unlikely to be conceded, or even to hit target. The second one, it was really bad defending. But considering we scored 3 goals, yeah, we can deal with that. Now just keep it going for the second half. Don't concede another one. There's no use in going in defensively here. We would just invite them to score through the middle at some point. The safest option is to score another one, I guess. Forsell for Bergman. He must have heard me. No way. 4th goal of the game. Al Holstrom here with the pass. Then Forsell with the assist and Bergman scores. That's Bergman's 2nd goal of the game too. He's not a good scorer, usually. But that passing has been wonderful. And it scored through the middle of the pitch, which should be highly congested, usually, given their formation. Now they have to score. And look at that. Good defending by Bergman too. He went for the foul there, it's fine. Can we win the header? We can. Tillander in possession. Goes for the long ball for Bergman. Can he get it into the box? Swan. Ah! Clean over the bar. Flag guard with the header here. They don't manage to keep possession in this case. Well, that long ball shouldn't go anywhere. Stolt, what are you doing? Finding the pass for Ytterhogdals. Back to Stolt. Finds Swan, and he loses the ball. Oh no. Their off-the-wall movement is really great here, and they tend to find a way through the middle. Luckily for us, Blenestrand is in position and managed to avoid that one. Yeah, get the ball out. So, we're well in control of this game. Usually. But there are some situations that are dangerous. Holmstrom with another header, but that one wasn't dangerous. Yellow card for Forsell. Yeah, nice passing. They go for the short pass here. There's certainly options on the wing, usually. And Stolt gives it all the way back to Blenestrand. Who goes for the playmaker? Well, the Register. Ekman, who just redistributes it for Stolt. And he goes for the cross. Well, it's a lob. Alright, a Silva here, out for Stolt once more. Who finds Swan? Al Holmström, and it's a 5th. 3rd goal of the game for our Holmström, and exploiting the wings certainly looks like it works here. Stolt for Swan for Al Holmström. That must be the best performance of Stolt in recent games. Well, to be fair, by the entire team. 5 goals. It's been a long time since we've seen that. But we actually did this season. 2 times, that is. Stolt loses the ball here, but Bergman wins it back. Flackard and Hagedal again with the long ball. Just the way these two deal with things, I guess. They always go for the long ball if they're not sure. And to some degree, that's fine by me. Look at that keeper. He's been out of his goal for, well, it's certainly wide. Mariah da Silva passes it to Ekman. Can he find a wonderful pass? Tries to find Tillander. It's not a wonderful pass, but it's a wonderful corner. We'll take that. Can we score a sixth? Swan brings in the corner. Flackard. That has probably been off a bit more than we wanted to be. Elk here for long ball. Won by Flackard. Ekman wins the header too. Swan, can you pick the pass? Oh man. Bergman finds Swan once more. He brings in the ball, but Holmström doesn't manage to score here. It's just a corner. Bergman with the corner. And Elk manages to catch this one. Stolt throws it in for Bergman, goes to Hagedal, back to Stolt. Fast passing now. Hagedal for Ekman. Ekman with a long ball for Bergman, who's clearly not offside. But with acres of space on his wing. Mariah da Silva with the ball now. Back for Bergman. And he goes for the header. So these are all great chances. Let's be clear about that. But there's always a chance to score another one this way. Holmström wins the duel, of course. Tillander dribbles through the middle of the pitch and finds a long ball for Stolt. Great passing here. And that might be offside. It isn't. Oh, Forcell. What a waste of a shot. Stolt with the throw in for Bergman. Stolt for Ekman. Back to Stolt. Goes for the cross. Oh, Holmström didn't manage to find the right position there. He wasn't in place. So we've got two players on the pitch that run around with a yellow card. Forcell, as well as Mariah da Silva. Mariah da Silva is easy. He's had a good game, but we'll take him off due to the yellow card and bring on Shabanaj, who had a bad game last time, but it's fine by me. Forcell is more difficult. Probably we will go with Skillermo. I think Bergman might be able to play that too. But in this case, we'll go for Skillermo, who doesn't play this on a regular basis. But I don't think we need to replace Bergman anytime soon. He's been on a good. He had a good game. He's been on a run, and Skillermo wants to have some time on the pitch at some point. Also, in this case, it's worth the money probably. I don't want to get one of my players thrown off the pitch. So let's get rid of the second yellow card. Holmström. I can't reasonably take off this guy right now. So Kulovic will have to rot on the bench. Dobrev for Tillander. Well, Tillander doesn't have the best game ever. He certainly has a good game. And I won't be taking off Swan anytime soon. He had a horrible season so far. As a captain, it's really great for him to have a good rating. So that leaves us with Ekman, Stolt, and, well, parts of the defense, that is. Stolt doesn't need to go off, from my perspective. The one going that needs to go off is probably Flackard, due to his condition. So Wickberg will have some time on the pitch to prove that he's worth it. And I want that result intact. I don't care about... well, I'm happy if they score a sixth. But first and foremost, I don't want them to concede one. Oh, there's Zetterberg. He's always recommended to us as a player. Mariah da Silva here with the great dribble. Skips past the entire defense. Brings it in. But doesn't manage to find Bergman. That's a defending error. And again, they play the through ball. But Stolt is in place. Manages to get that one. Ekman intercepts it. Okay. Now our substitutes are on the pitch. Shabanac throws it in for Tillander. Shabanac into the penalty area. Stolt for Alm Holmström, who went for the shot, obviously. Ekman! With the long shot. First game of the season. Well, this goal, seen from a match perspective, has certainly been useless, but for Ekman this is great. His long shots are finally paying off. Yes, it was a stupid decision to go for the shot by Al Holmström there, but Ekman certainly made up for it. Fantastic performance by the team. There's not much left to do but to praise him. We conceded 2 goals through the middle, might under any circumstances have been 4. Or, well, even more, depending on chances created. But we've controlled possession for most of the game, we've had the better chances, and especially much more chances. That many. It's hard to come by, or to come back if you face that many chances. Zetterberg scores 1 goal. So, we clawed 1 back here. It's another 11 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. And 9 goals in 1 match. That must have been fun to watch. Bergman finds Swan, who goes for Al Holmström, who loses the ball. He's been exhausted. Hat-trick or not, we'll take him off. That will certainly provoke a reaction from the press. And I'll do the same for Tillander actually. Let's give Dobrev some minutes on the pitch. Maybe Kulovic can score another. He needs to end his poor form anyway. That's yet another 11 minutes. That won't make much of a difference for his goal scoring form, I think. But maybe we can get a lucky one in. Look at them. Shabanac manages to get a control of the ball here. Will he cross it? He goes for the long ball for Kulovic. Not a good choice. Wins the header here. Let's praise him once more. Well, can't do that yet. Kulovic wins the ball here. And then delays the play. Much too much. Swan, not offside. He certainly would have deserved to score that goal after his match performance. 82 minutes into the game. Got a corner here by Shabanac. Doesn't find, well, Wickberg was in the area, but didn't look like he managed to go off. And this might be the 4th we concede. They delay it too much. It's a long ball and that might be offside by Zetterberg. It isn't. So we face a long shot here, but it was a hopeful effort. Conceding 3 goals obviously doesn't make me happy, but scoring 6 is fine. Skillermo for Eggman, who finds Dobrev with the cross for Hogdal. What a header. And it wasn't in. 27 shots, 15 on target. Shabanac with the cross, Hogdal. This one went in. It's an own goal. Goal won't stand? Why? Offside. Oh no. Well, that's questionable, to say the least. Very questionable. I don't think that was offside. Skillermo is found in midfield. Distributes it to Shabanac. Will he go for the cross? What's Dobrev doing there? Why isn't he going deep? Larsen finds Zetterberg. But it's been offside. That Zetterberg guy is obviously is fast. Shabanac here. He's closed down. Oh, that was a weird pass. Bad choice here. Larsen. Nordenberg. Goes for the cross. That's not a bad shot by Nashorn. They've been a dangerous opponent. Wikberg for Shabanac. Finds Dobrev. And he goes for the long ball. Or is it a lob? I'm not sure. Seems like Dobrev continues his bad form, even in this game. Bergman manages to win the ball there. Finds one. Hagedal doesn't go for the long ball. Well, that's new. Wikberg for Skillermo. And that's a good pass by Dobrev. But again, Swan doesn't manage to get a shot on target. It's blocked by the defender. Hagedal. And that's a yellow card. Well, Caselius won't mind that one. Game's almost over. Stolt for Hagedal. Back to Stolt. There's a cross here. Finds Bergman. Ah. It has been offside. Those headers by Hagedal, Fleckard and Wikberg, well, mostly Hagedal and Fleckard. They just don't manage to find a target, or if they find a target, somehow the keeper always got a finger on it. Shabanac. Again with a header on goal. That's it. 30 shots, 16 on target. We faced 7. It's 6-3 at full time. I couldn't be happier with the goal scoring form. But we conceded 3 goals, so gotta improve there. We are 5th in the table now. We've got 2 points to go to make sure that we don't get relegated. Although it didn't seem really likely all throughout the season. We had a really great start. Went through some bumps in the road, but this looks solid. He's cagey. Well, I don't care. Let's go through the press conference here. Yeah, we were back from the dead. True. There will be a lot of highlights here. Bergman didn't only score that one, he scored another one too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a great goal. And Al Holmström's hat-trick, entirely deserved. He had. How do I feel our squad could be improved in terms of positions? Well, I don't want to go for midfield, but that's certainly true. Defense, I think. If I had to choose a position, probably left defender or attacking midfielder on the right side. But yeah, Stolt has been doing well lately. On the other hand, we need a backup for him, and Farah is too expensive. Not up for it. Me phrasing it that way is probably wrong too. We don't need a backup for Stolt. We need an improvement. Stolt has found his form very late into the season. Yes. His recent change of role again and again. Well, the passing approach, me personally, I'm not a proponent of that, but yeah. As long as we succeed with it, why not? No reason to praise him for it. He's on Cloud 11 anyway. 33 points now, so 11 points until we manage to get a playoff place. That's entirely impossible. So it will be mid-table or top half of the table the season after all. And well, Forsell will be out for the next game, which is against FC Stockholm. That'll be the day. Winning that one certainly will see us through. So, just not to forget this, I'll do this now. Svensson will make an appearance here on the pitch, and he needs to train as a box-to-box midfielder this week. Which he can play, but he's not used to it tactically in our formation. Otherwise, we can basically remain with the same formation here. There's not much use in changing too many things. Maybe in central defense at some point, depends a bit on training levels. But overall, I'm fine with this. So this time we've seen 2 matches. One we lost, the other one was quite astounding. We won that one, and it was a great victory, I think. We'll be back for another match against FC Stockholm. Not sure when, but certainly soon. Maybe even today, maybe tomorrow. In case you didn't follow on Twitch yet, you might want to do that. And in case you see this on YouTube later on, if I ever get to manage that upload problems that I have right now, you might want to come over to Twitch at some point and have a look and hang out with me. I'm certainly grateful for everyone watching, and hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Bye.